Hey guys, welcome to the August 31st edition of the Daily Vesey. This is Darius Brown. I'm going to give you some of the news and notes that I've come across today. You can always find more at thevc.com, but some of these things we're not covering, so that's why we want to bring it to you here. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on. And the first thing up is the Ball family. We got to talk about the Ball family. Of course, there's been a little bit of drama with LaMelo and LeVar, and the Lakers. They've got their own reality show. Yes, NBA meets the Kardashians. It's happening. If you weren't ready for it, watch out. It's supposed to air tonight. So it'll be interesting to see. If you can see right now, the preview has already gotten over 500,000 views. I've seen stuff on NBA.com. It's everywhere. So if you're not ready, you better get ready. I think they're going to release the first two episodes, and then the next will be coming out in September. So get ready for the Ball family. They're about to take over your lives if you weren't ready before. So that should be pretty interesting. What's going on here? You could talk about Mr. David Clark. Let me put this guy's picture up if you are not familiar with Mr. Trump's boy. Apparently, he is stepping down. I haven't seen a reason why, but he was Milwaukee's, but known for some very, very unfair practices. He is stepping down, so that's a good thing. Maybe I don't know what the pressures were that kind of put him out of business. So I'll keep look at that and find out what's going on here. But it's something to keep your eye on. One thing that we have gotten some information on, there's some info on thevc.com right now, is Hurricane Harvey. They are still struggling down there in Houston. And let's see here. They're still struggling down in Houston. We don't really, there's a lot of confusion when it comes to Hurricane Harvey, and I'll explain what I mean. So, as of right now, they're saying, let me pull up here. I've got that fool. As of right now, they're saying they're predicting to be like 150 billion to kind of fix things in Houston and surrounding areas down to Louisiana, but they're taking action quick. Okay, Trump reportedly went down to Houston finally. They are also reporting that he didn't meet with a single person, but did brag about the number of people that came to turn out to see him, although he was at a shelter, right? They didn't come to see him. They have no place to go. So here's the thing. We've got a lot of celebrities, J.J. Watt and Kevin Hart. Specifically, those two guys are raising money to help. This brings us to Katrina and Haiti. Where are these funds going? I've been really trying to dig into this as much as possible here. Let me take a look here at what I've found. So the Red Cross is one of the main charity organizations that are under fire for their contributions. What's going on with their contributions here? me pull this in for you guys. So I was taking a look. I found this PDF as of 2000, all of the funds that they've collected for disaster relief, right? So they've broken up into different categories, but they've said they've raised $2.186 billion in relief, and have spent all but 8 million. So 2.1 billion have spent and put back all but $8 million of that money. But the crazy thing is, if you take a look at it a little bit closer, of that 2.18 billion, we've got 99 million that's on fundraising, management, and general expenses. If you type in, let's do it right here and take a look here. Red Cross. Type in the Red Cross, and the first thing you get is an ad. They are spending a lot of money to advertise themselves, and make it known that they're a charitable place to give, right? So they're spending a lot of money, and that's a part of their $99 million. So you're donating money. So if you've donated money, you already know they exist. Obviously, I get everybody needs to, there are people who don't know they exist, but how much are they spending of this 99 million into ad space? We don't know. But they're also spending 33 million on donations here. They're saying they're buying vehicles with it, new headquarters. Okay, I guess. But there's a lot of question marks. Like, I don't understand this, and I'm trying to figure out, like, the bulk of their $2 billion was spent on food and shelter. $229 million. Now, I know I've been to a Red Cross during shelter. I know they offer food, breakfast. I think breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's kind of like cafeteria food. Not that anybody would be picky in such situations, but just give me a descriptive of what's offered. But shelter, they classified shelter, and I'm confused there, because it's usually out of school or something like that. Are schools charging them to use this? Are they charging them? Under the description, it doesn't say anything about the actual shelter. What shelter are you paying for? And then the real deal is 1 point. So that's real confusing. I've seen where they promise to build houses, and a lot of people critique them for only building 6 houses, either in Haiti or Katrina. I can't remember which disaster, but I don't see that listed here. Is that the shelter they're referring to? Where is that come into the funds? Is it something totally separate? So the whole point that I'm bringing up is very confusing, where the dollars are going, how they're being spent. They kind of list it, but so it kind of makes it hard to trust, is what I'm saying, where the money is coming from. And it's going back to Hurricane Harvey. They're still trying to figure everything out. Katrina is on its 12th year anniversary. A lot of media groups on the 10th anniversary 2 years ago went out and they kind of of the damage that was done. And it's disgusting. It's a lot of a lot of problems still going on right here, right now in the lower ninth, which is predominantly an African American community. Which, here's the thing, the African American community is being overlooked. There's been reports on Twitter that people are saying that boats, these rescue boats that keep coming through, are driving past African American communities to more middle class that are, non-African American communities to pick up basically white people. So again, that's kind of weird. Questions and concerns over Harvey, Trump not acting. He's worried about a wall, then he's worried about who's coming out to greet him. I don't know what we do. I don't know what the solution is. Continue to kind of look into these things and see if we can provide a perspective on what's going on. So in lighter news, NBA news, the Cavs got an extra second-round pick for trading away their point guard, Kyrie Irving. That'll be interesting. They continue to win in this trade. So I don't think there will be a major drop-off with Irving and Isaiah Thomas. They get some extra draft picks, probably looking like they'll go back to the Eastern Conference Finals. And we'll see how that works out for them in the 2017-2018 season. Also in NBA news, the Lakers were fined $500,000 for tampering. Apparently, they spoke to Paul George while he was still under contract with the Indiana Pacers. So I think they accused Magic Johnson for this. But that is crazy. You just got 500 big ones. I know the Lakers are balling, but $500,000 for a player that you did not end up getting. Who wants that? So I thought that was pretty crazy and kind of funny there. Lakers, you've got this circus that we talked about with LeVar Ball on one end. You've got the front office costing them big bucks on the other end. So a lot of crazy stuff going on for the Lakers right now. And then finally, final preseason games for the NFL going on this today and this weekend. And as we look at our watch, August 31st, still no Colin Kaepernick. I can't watch football. I am one of the many, hopefully, that are boycotting the NFL until I see something right, something just happened. We see nobody going out of the way still to hire Kaepernick. We've seen more players show their support, whether it's kneeling, whether you don't want to kneel, but you want to place a hand on the shoulder of a kneeling person during the national anthem. Either way, there's a lot of people protesting. I haven't heard of anybody being penalized for these protests. It's only Colin Kaepernick. Aaron Rodgers finally got the gall to admit that Kaepernick's been blackballed from the NFL. So we'll see what's going on. Even Johnny Manziel is getting a tryout. Apparently, he got a look in the CFL. He went unsigned. Now, I'm pretty sure it seems that Colin Kaepernick does not want to take his talents to the CFL. Why? Because he is an NFL caliber player. So, but the point being is, the drunk party people, I know it's the CFL and not the NFL, but I'm saying we could see the same guys because they were talking about signing Manziel again. Teams were taking a look at him. There are certain people who are getting second chances. Whether you think Colin's taking a knee was right or wrong, the fact that he hasn't even got a second chance, and the fact that he was really protesting police brutality. Let's not forget why he was doing it. Raise your hand if you're for police brutality. I mean, is this really something that we should be punishing someone for? Not really. But we did see the the video that came out here. I know y'all had to see this video. I don't know if it'll allow me to play this video. I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't know if y'all can even hear me right now. On both, and see if we can get this in here. But this video came out. Tariq Nasheed posted it on his Facebook. Not a lot of people were giving it any play beforehand, but let's see if you can hear this. If not, I'll just walk you through it here. So if you couldn't hear it, or it was hard to hear because I know the volume wasn't all the way up, but basically a police officer pulled over a young lady. I believe that was. I'm not sure, but they pulled a person over. He was acting kind of frantic, and the police officer basically told her to calm down. You know, you've seen it. We only shoot black people. So so basically, calm down. You're not black. You'll be okay. And so I think the officer is finally under investigation. But I mean, just silliness. And that leads us back to why Colin Kaepernick was taking a knee and protesting all the evil things that are going on in the world, specifically police brutality and trying not to get shot. So those are the news and notes for the Daily V on August 31st. Make sure you share this video, every video of the VC. Come on, do it. Do it. And make sure you take this time to like the VC on Facebook and Twitter. Until we meet again tomorrow, check out thevc.com.